Hi guys, welcome to Daliso Sports Show, and my guest today is none other than my younger brother Namo, Dr. Namo Mbamwene. Thank you, Namo, for joining me. How are you?
Well, thanks for having me.
How are you
I'm
feeling?
fine. I'm okay.
So my brother Namo is
Yes.
a Real Madrid supporter, which is interesting and it's funny. He's a Real Madrid supporter, I'm an Arsenal supporter, and together we support Zambia most of the time, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Well, we talk about football quite a lot with Namo, but today we are going to try and sort of recap some of the topics that we talk about. Because recently, I'm sure you remember, we've been watching a lot of Real Madrid losing to Arsenal, but for the first time ever, actually, very shockingly. So I'm still riding on that train, on that happiness train. And of course, we've seen Real Madrid lose to PSG and then PSG lose to Chelsea. So today I thought, you know what? I need to speak to Namo so that we can just sort of break down what has been happening over the last few weeks. So Namo, I wanted to first of all to touch base with you regarding sort of what you think went wrong for Real Madrid last season. Just a few points. Was it Mbappe's addition? Was it Vinícius out of position? What do you think? What happened, in your opinion, to your season last year?
Well, I think we had quite a number of injuries last season, and I think injuries or not, we had players good enough to play. But I also look at now the tactical approach of the coach.
I
think he
remember
missed
that.
it a lot of times.
Mhm.
Yeah. He couldn't trust youngsters, even if they had very good potential to play. Because we had some of those injuries early on in the season. All he needed to do was trust youngsters like Arsenal did. Okay? Like Arsenal did, trust the youngsters. By the fourth, fifth game, they would have been used to the game.
But which youngsters? That Ødegaard?
Yes,
The only one I
Ødegaard
can
should have
think
been
of.
playing.
Oh, Fran Garcia as well, isn't it?
Yeah, Fran Garcia.
Because if Fran Garcia had got a lot more experience earlier in the season, by the time things were going wrong and he had quite a lot more experience, he would have been able to start some of your crucial games.
Yeah. So people like Fran Garcia, I think the big issue was not necessarily the experience. I think he had some basic experience, but issues of match fitness. When you don't play often in football, people lose, what's this? How can I put it? Game focus or the mentality for the game. Yeah, the mentality is just not there.
I think match fitness, because there's a rhythm.
Yeah.
When you're playing week in, week out, you've got a rhythm, you are playing competitive games, and you cannot compare it with a friendly or like training, isn't it?
Yeah, no, you can't. So, because I'm playing with different teams, all of them wanting to win, they're not playing around. So, and then you come in with someone who's been playing. This person has been playing for quite a while and is used to the game. While still you are coming in, you still cannot fit into the pace. You just don't get into game enough. It's the same thing with bringing in a substitute in a very tough game towards the end. Normally, by the time they're coming into game, the game is already gone. They can't do anything. They just come to get confused with the rest of the players that are in there. So I think he misfired. He misfired a lot on tactics. Even just starting lineups, they're just people he didn't trust.
Ancelotti, you were getting so frustrated with Ancelotti last season.
Yeah. He's a coach who does not trust young talents unless they have played somewhere before. He's seen them play and then they're coming in. But him seeing someone from the academy saying, okay, I'm going to start you today, no. He just, no matter how good he plays.
Don't you think really most of your issues came, especially like with your injuries? You were playing Modrić way too much, considering his age.
No, Modrić was coming off the bench. And to be honest, I think he brought in a spark every time he came in.
Because who was playing in that position when Modrić wasn't on? Wasn't it Valverde? Who was in that position?
Valverde, Bellingham. But you know what my view is, Valverde, okay, tough, but like Bellingham, all those, I find them to be like, they're more like mechanical players, not fluid per se, not very creative. They don't see the simplest passes. You see, I can give an example. Let's say Bellingham, you get the ball, probably unpopular opinion, considering that other season. He's going to spin, turn around, people open up, Vini with space. He won't pass the ball. He will dribble, run a bit more with the ball. Everyone else is offside, and he doesn't see the through balls like we could see with Toni Kroos. Now the ball distribution is just not there. He's a dribbler.
Because it's not their natural position.
Looks, but what is this position? He's a midfielder. Some of those things
he's a midfielder, but like he's a midfielder who probably can play a lot better when he's paired with someone like the Modrić or with the Toni Kroos, people who got that vision, maybe.
Look, you see, I'll give an example. Okay, we had Casemiro. Okay, he's a defensive midfielder. Okay, his basic job is to mark, get the ball, put it back in play. But at the time when Toni Kroos is out or when he has a chance, he's able to put in a pass, a through ball, a good pass.
Yeah.
Yes. You see?
Yeah.
Something that I didn't see with Bellingham.
But what about your back four? You guys, you had a lot of issues. You had a lot of problems with your defense as well. You had a lot of problems everywhere. Because even Rodrygo, it turns out, was playing with a big injury most of the season.
Yes. Yeah. So that's why. So now that's why the issue comes in. He did not trust the youngsters like Asensio. He had to take fans to complain, and he put the young man, and he did well.
He did okay. But I think even if you had played the youngsters, I think you'd still have had a very unsatisfactory season.
But it would have been better, I think.
Yes. Yeah.
Because even the league, we lost just simplest decisions. There's a point, we had the defender on the bench. He puts our only number 6 feet. Our defensive midfielder in defense.
Oh,
then we don't have a proper defensive midfielder.
Yes. Yeah.
Chomeni,
okay.
Then now we don't have a proper defensive midfielder.
Yeah.
There. So we suffered. Because without a good defensive midfielder, the backline is exposed and an already weak backline. So
and then when you are playing half decent teams, you sort of get away with it. But then you get chances. And like yesterday, you watched the PSG Chelsea game, didn't you? And that game, I think the way Chelsea beat PSG is the way we beat Real Madrid. Arsenal beat Real Madrid. We took some early chances or some funny chances, not so sort of early, but we took chances because Arsenal scored those crazy free kicks. Incredible goals. Look at Cole Palmer's 2 goals. They were out of the way of the keeper, went in, and that was it. You could not mount a comeback because you did not. Well, Real Madrid didn't have the personnel to mount a comeback, and we were over-motivated. And PSG also probably were shell-shocked.
Yeah. So here's the other thing. Okay, we had Mbappé scored all the goals, most of the goals last season. Okay, top scorer in the league. But that didn't happen in big. Okay, with Barcelona, he played, but Barca had a weak defense. Let's try to remember that as well.
Okay.
But now let's look at the game like Arsenal with defenders, okay? With serious defenders like Gabriel, who played Saliba, okay? And those are natural defenders, okay? I think one of the main guys was injured.
Did you play Kivio for that Real Madrid game?
Yes, but either way, yes, but he's still naturally.
He's a natural defender, in fact.
Natural defender, yes. So whether he's second best, he's still a natural defender. Now, and I saw this yesterday in PSG game. You have Dembele as playing as a number 9. Dembele is a winger. So you find PSG take the ball, but he's not running into the box. You see? He does not see when he should run into the box and jump for the ball. He's going to get the ball from his defense, run into the defense of the other team. But
he's more of a winger than a number 9. So a natural. And then when you meet a team that is very organized and they know your weakness, it's very difficult, and it makes you isn't it?
So if they want to put in a cross through ball, there's no one in the box. No one is running in there.
You are the one in the box, but you are the one with the ball.
You see?
I was so shocked about that result yesterday.
Yeah.
You know, I was going to do a preview and I was going to say all sorts of things. I was going to say that PSG were going to annihilate Chelsea. Only because I've seen them outplay Arsenal, outthink Arsenal. In fact, they didn't outplay us, they outthought us. They were really, really like convincingly outthinking all of us last season. And Chelsea just went in with some tactics. That's all they needed, a few tactics, and they were through.
Yeah, no, well, to me, I thought Chelsea was going to win. I don't know if I told you this.
No, you didn't.
I thought Chelsea had a good chance.
How?
Because firstly, firstly,
yeah.
Chelsea 1-to-1 physicality were equal to PSG. Okay? So they were going to marking the entire team in Chelsea can mark the ball. Okay? Whereas Real Madrid, the difference is you have Vini and Mbappé
who don't defend.
They don't put pressure on that defender, on the opponent's defenders when they have the ball. They don't press. You see? So in short, we have two people sitting down and not marking. Okay? And look at the goals that we conceded. The first two goals, it was just pressure from an attack.
Yeah.
So that exposed the weakness. So, I mean, you have defenders who can't play a ball, can't stop, who can't control a ball. Simple passes. Look at what Rodrygo did, Asensio, just pressure. Now we have two very fast guys, Vini and Mbappé, not pressing.
Yes.
Okay. So, so in short, we had on the field, we had 8 people playing and running around, while 2 people are just standing. What's the other team has got 10 players running.
And I think that is the advantage when you don't have these big superstars or big money who can sort of like they've got so much power. Because think about it, Alonso has come from what league has he come from the German league? Even if he's a legend, right? He's gonna go in there and try to deal with this guy who makes more than he does, who thinks he's all that. I think he's already a World Cup winner. And I don't think Mbappe is going to be, he didn't listen to, Luis Enrique yesterday, so he wasn't listening to him or rather respecting him, I think, because just that's star power. But the minute he leaves, they are probably doing better because he can probably dictate a lot more what he expects from the team. And there's no superstar there who is like, he's not too big of a character. Now he's gone to Real Madrid, and I thought because of Ancelotti's reputation and his stature in football, he would have that sort of respect, which I think he did. He just failed, I think, to fit in with everybody else. So he was scoring goals, but no one around him was sort of like as effective, or unless I didn't watch them very well and I'm wrong. I don't know.
I think even like some people say, Vini after Mbappe came in, I don't know whether he wasn't too happy or I don't know. It was like he was protesting against them,
Yeah.
Does he go, okay, why should I be marking when someone else is not marking? There's another star that has come in, sometimes it's that childishness. But
because I think they both sort of went on a boycott on marking.
That is not, you see? Yeah. So like that number 9 position is not Mbappe's natural position. So we have 3 players who play in one position. So we have Vini, Rodrygo, and Mbappe.
Do you think they've got still Real Madrid still have a hangover from Cristiano Ronaldo and Benzema days?
No, that was 5-6 years ago.
I know, but I still feel like they want to still use that same structure where Vini was on the wing, and then in the middle, because Ronaldo could do it all, couldn't he? He could do it all. He could play up front. He could go and get the ball from the middle and go down the wing, and he was doing everything. And then, of course, you had your number 9, Benzema. So Vini was happy there, and I found that position where you have Vini, Rodrygo, and Mbappe, that was lethal.
Okay, Ronaldo, he thrived off Benzema. Okay, he could do it. He put in his own work. Okay, once in a while. He was also lazy to some extent. Yes, of course, once in a while would put up a chase, but the best player there up top was Benzema. Bale, Ronaldo survived off Benzema. You see, just at okay, Ronaldo scored a ton of goals, and no football scores. So most people just look at the goals. Oh, he scored the bicycle kick, but no one sees what the work Benzema is putting in, the stopping, the passing
from everyone else to give him those opportunities. Yes. In fact, he was a cheat code, wasn't he? Because he was so lethal in front of goal. Yeah, going to score 6 goals, but not because he's actually done a lot of running, but just because he's very intelligent. He's in the right place at the right time.
Yes.
He can receive balls off Benzema, off Bale, off me, and you convert them.
Yes. Yes, he was very efficient at that. So now we are playing football without a proper number 9. Okay. So when this World Cup comes in, we have a youngster still learning. This Garcia, what's that name again? Gonzalo Garcia. I think he's okay. I'm just waiting to see what happens when the season starts. Yeah. So I don't know what the lineup will be. But from what I've been reading, I think the board has will allow Alonso to make the lineup without any interference. So you choose whoever wants to bench and whoever wants to play. So you probably, because footballers like to play wherever they are. So if you don't mark, if you don't press, you're on the bench.
Yeah. Well,
I think that will work, because you need competition.
I think with ending the season so badly, we're having not won anything. I think those players are going to be in a lot of, they'll be under a lot of scrutiny because there'll be no favors if you're not playing. And Mbappé, I think, has lost a lot of sort of support and respect because of, and it's probably not his fault, but at the end of the day, you've come to our team and we are now doing a PSG. What are you playing? You know what I mean? It's almost like, Harry Kane, that reputation that you come from Tottenham and you have come for a dry spell. But yeah, I don't know. Anyway, for me, I've always said that my favorite player in your team was always Rodrygo. For me, it would be the first.
Yeah, even me.
First guy on that team sheet. But why are you trying to get rid of Rodrygo? Tell me what is wrong with him? Why doesn't anyone... Ancelotti didn't really play him a lot last season. Didn't try to. I know he was injured, but then it looks like they're pushing him out.
Okay. I think towards the end, I think this same competition for who are the top there. I think it must have reacted probably, I think, the wrong way. Okay. So I think he lost favor from the coach. So I don't know. There's a lot that happens behind the dressing room, but the coach needs to have control. Okay, so I don't know. They must have done something. That's what I think. He must have done or said something that the coach wasn't happy about. And I think from that, his morale went down. And I think that's also crossed over now to the next coach now. So I don't know.
And he's definitely not happy. Remember, it started that time when they did they did awards and then he wasn't given one or something like that, where he was one of the 3 striker. What was that award or team of the season or something like that, and they didn't include him and he was not happy.
No, I think what they were saying is that, when this thing, when they say MSN, Messi, Suarez, Neymar, EBC. So I think when Mbappé came, Madrid, they said Vini, Mbappé, and Bellingham.
Yeah,
Rodrygo wasn't put there.
No, I feel it. Anyway, Arsenal have had some great midfielders out of Real Madrid. Right now, we've got our captain Ødegaard. We had Ozil. Still my favorite Arsenal player. I don't care what everyone says. For me, he was just the best ever. That's it. So we've had a few of them, and hopefully, Rodrygo comes, because for me, he's always an upgrade. He's always an upgrade.
Yeah.
Although the Premier League is a lot more physical, I think, day to day, because there are some teams in there who, like Newcastle, West Ham, you go and play these teams like Brighton, you even wonder what is, the way they start running around and stuff. So at the end of the day, I would still give him a chance, to say, I think he could do really well if he came to Arsenal.
Yeah, well, people always say that, but who end up being the best players most of the season. It's indeed players that come from La Liga.
Saka for the last few years has been one of our favorite players, most efficient for the team. Of course, like it's very easy for the Spanish players because usually a lot of Premier League teams, they're quite physical. So when you bring a Spanish player who comes from La Liga, because of their flair, they find it very easy because they are protected by the other players. So, but Ødegaard has struggled the last few seasons, I can't lie. Physically, he looks like he has gone vegan or something because he looks really lightweight and doesn't look very healthy, in my opinion. And he really struggled after his last injury.
Yeah, maybe that's why Madrid let him go, because he came in as a wonder kid.
Yeah.
He came in as a wonder kid. So, I don't know. He's never played for Madrid. Maybe one pre-season, 1 or 2 pre-season matches.
Yeah.
But I mean, he just didn't make the cut.
He didn't make the cut.
So I think that's why it was easy to let him go.
No, actually, like he came first to Arsenal. Then they recalled him because they tried to use him. And then in the end, because obviously he was going to be like second string on the bench, he fought to get a move back to Arsenal. And that is, I think, where the issue comes in with Arsenal is like we getting players from Real Madrid, getting players from Chelsea. Like you're thinking we are getting all these people who are rejected. You know what I mean? But then again, to be honest, Ødegaard, apart from his poor season last season, I really don't have a lot of bad feeling towards him because he's a nice guy. Probably he's too slight. I think we need more strength in our team. I don't know how much Arsenal you watch.
Reasonably. We can talk maybe at the end of the Champions. I can't really say much about the Champions League matches because let's say Real Madrid, okay, you beat them, walk away, we are beat hands down. Every half decent team beat us. Any team that pretended to have a plan was able to beat Madrid last season. Okay, yeah,
that's true.
Yeah, but Arsenal.
No,
I think a spark like Rodrygo's spark, you need. Of course, you need the striker there on top. You're okay with Saka on the other side.
Our only striker is Kai Havertz. And Kai Havertz is more like a number 11 than a number 9.
Yeah, but I mean, you have a striker who can't go. I mean, who can score 10 goals in a season, then you're probably not winning the league.
You're disappointing me, Namo. You're reminding me. But there's rumors that Arsenal might be signing this Gyökeres guy who's supposed to be very good in some funny league.
I've seen some clips. I've seen some clips of Gyökeres.
Is he any good?
I've seen some clips. He's able to run with the ball, dribble.
You know what I like about him?
He's a good goal scorer.
Yeah. You know what I like about him? His arrogance.
Yeah.
Arsenal is a team full of yes boys, very nice, very polite. Martinelli, he's a nice guy. You wouldn't mind them being your cousins and brothers because you have a good time. But these guys don't scare anybody. Even me, if you put me in a team and said, let's go and play Arsenal, I'll be like, yeah, I'll start. I just feel like I can compete against. They do not scare me. So what are the chances that they're going to scare a decent side? You know what I mean? But with the addition of someone like Gyökeres, of course, up front will be something else. To be honest, I mean, I don't know.
I was looking at, I was seeing a bit on the video clips for this Zubimendi guy. I think it'll be a good addition. Yeah.
Oh, why?
The few clips I've seen. Okay, I've seen him dribble, pass the ball, run with the ball, and I've seen some very good tackles from him as well.
So
typical number 6 tackles.
Zubimendi apparently he's the safer. He's
very
not
good tackles from him.
As Thomas Partey. For me, Thomas Partey, I know you don't hold high regard, but he apparently is a more defensive and more responsible midfielder. So he'll protect our back four. Our defense actually is very good. If we have all of them fit, it's really, really good.
Yeah.
And with him protecting that side, like that place where he'll be playing, he'll be on the right, I think, where you've got like Julian Timber, and then you've got Gabriel. So he can protect that area, make sure when the ball comes, at least that area will be protected, because Julian Timber will be bombing forward. Him and Saka probably interplaying with Ødegaard, depending on what sort of team will start. And he'll be really like, quite threatening, because that's the kind of guy he is. So I'm hoping Zubimendi actually comes and helps us. Apparently he's very precise and very reliable. So we might actually win the championship.
Also, that's dynamism. Like I said last time. So indeed, a dynamic player. I think that's what I saw last time. Arsenal. I think the first leg you did better, but I didn't see you doing very well because, like I said, Partey is quite slow, and PSG are pacey. Okay, I don't think he changes in pace and the very fast pace.
No, he is.
You've got. I think now you've got two defensive midfielders, isn't it? There's two new ones.
Well, we've got Merino still in there. Then we've got this Zubimendi guy.
Zubimendi.
And then who's the other guy who we are?
And there's another one that came in.
Is it Mosquera as well? Oh, no, Norgard. Christian Norgard. You know this Christian Norgard guy?
Yeah.
He's like he was a captain for Brentford. Or is it, I don't know which team. He was a captain. So we need leadership, and he'll give us that. He's 27. So this guy is experienced and he's an adult, because we've got these young players coming through. So I think, our season this year, I'm looking forward to it. If we get Gyökeres, and I think we need one more player. We might be looking at this Ebenezer or Beriche Eze as well from Palace. So if he comes in as well, those are players who are not crazy dynamic players, but they are steady. They're very steady.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if we get like steady players where there are sometimes in the season where you just need stability, I think we'll do better. But I'm pretty scared after seeing Chelsea demolish PSG yesterday, or yesterday, whatever. After seeing that, I'm thinking it's going to be even more competitive, because Liverpool are not going anywhere. Man City, I'm doubting. They look trash after that competition. They don't look like they're going to do enough to come back. Man U, forget those guys. Forget it. No one even wants to sign for them, including their own players. So, we'll see. Tottenham looking hot as well, but we're not Tottenham a little bit. So, let's continue. Let's see what transfers come in the next few weeks. And then we'll have to make another date to come and talk a bit more about these teams and see what happens. And then we probably talk about Barcelona and some of the players we are looking forward to seeing, and some of the things we're looking forward to watching in the next season. Is that a deal?
Yeah, okay. The deal.
Right. Thank you so much for joining me today, Namo, on Daliso Sports Show. I really had a good time, but hopefully next time we'll have better luck.
Okay, thanks.
All right, then. Talk soon. Bye-bye.